All right, time to take us to Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles with Carson Wentz. Nice little training wheels game against the Browns. And now they head to Chicago. Nice start to the season for Philly. You get the Browns at home, and then you go to Chicago, a team that doesn't have their act together, perhaps. But Greg, did you see some things when you watched the Bears that made you think they were a little better than people might think?
Well, I've waited this long to drop my lock of the week.
Whoa.
You guys don't even know which team I'm taking.
Lock it up.
We do not. Lock of the week.
I love it, Greg.
The Bears are one of the worst teams in the NFL, and the Philadelphia Eagles got a perfect landing spot to start this season, as you mentioned. I think this is a great defense. I don't think the Bears offense is going to have enough answers for this defense. And I really think Chicago's defense, without Pernell McPhee, they're going to play hard, but they are undermanned in the secondary. I think there is a pretty sizable difference in talent between these two teams, and that the Eagles are going to get off to a hot start, 2-0.
You're locking it up?
Locking it up as an underdog.
I think the Bears win by more than one score.
It's good.
Whoa!
Alshon Jeffrey was spectacular in the opener.
Sure.
And if Jay Cutler had more time to throw in the second half, he might have gone for 200 yards.
Jay Cutler played great last week for
that's
most of that game. I thought he played a perfect first half despite some bad protection around him, but you can't ask him to play that well.
He had a really nice 30-second drive going into halftime, but he didn't do much in the second half.
I mean, I guess you could certainly, if the Cleveland Browns can make plays on Philly's secondary and they picked on Nolan Carroll here and there, that I could see that happening with the Bears as well. I mean, with Alshon Jeffrey, he was great. And I'm going to go Eagles, though, because I just think there's something going on with this Eagles team.
Are you locking it up?
I already locked it up.
You locked it up already.
You can't lock it up.
He already locked.
That's not how it works.
Okay. You're right. Mark is absolutely right. You can only lock up one.
Kevin White at this point is an albatross for that team. They feel the need to put him on the field every single down. His catches last week were not getting to the first down sticks, causing an interception, dropping a pass. He is hurting them, and
Use
they feel
the A-word,
can't bench him.
Use the A-word on him.
Could Carson Wentz handpick two secondaries to start his season better than the Browns and Bears?
That's what I'm saying.
Well said.
They're probably going to be without Zach Ertz, which is a big loss on a team that doesn't have enough pass catchers to begin with, so that's a problem.
And let's, throw Howie a bone here, because he saw that. What we're seeing now, he studied the schedule, and he said, well, if I want this rookie to play, I could wait 3 or 4 weeks until I feel like Chase Daniel needs to be replaced, or I could throw him in there against two, bottom 25, bottom 5 teams in the league and get his feet wet in a positive way. That's smart.
And in the process, our city is hosting the draft, Philadelphia. I can get a first-round pick back just to ship Sam Bradford a few miles west. Not a big problem there.
One thing about Carson Wentz is it's one thing to go out and have that kind of game when you've been preparing for it for months. It's another to do it when you've got a couple of days to prepare.
That's true.
That is fair. This is what I'll say about Carson Wentz, though. There were a couple throws he made, which is I don't care what happens to him from here on out. The guy has some stuff going on at quarterback, and the teams without a quarterback, I think Carson Wentz would be very quickly.
He's got the heater, but he's got
option.
the touch pass, which is nice to see right off the bat. That he's not always throwing it 100 miles an hour, but he can when he needs.
Cleveland, and not that they have a great ability to do this, tried very hard to confuse him and throw weird stuff at him early, and just nothing seemed to faze him too. I think that neck up, they talk about him as like this A-type personality that's sort of Peyton Manning-esque in his obsessiveness with football. That's opposite from what we've heard about the other quarterback that was drafted in the top 2.
A little underrated, another rookie in this game, Leonard Floyd, a top 10 pick ahead of schedule, playing every down. They thought he'd be a situational guy, kind of looking like he belongs. It's good news for the Bears.